You have done well, my apprentice.
Remember how last time I was talking slightly about older Xbox 360 titles? Well, Star Wars The Force Unleashed also comes into my top 100 list. It was extremely creative for the ability to choose your lightsaber, what skills you perfect, how you fight, whilst traveling around the galaxy, traveling throughout the galaxy, rebelling against the Empire and the events before A New Hope. It was amazing and beyond its time, in my opinion, and I think it was an awesome game to try. And still is an awesome game to try. Number 80, Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Yo! Hello everybody and welcome back to another video inside of my channel. My name is Psychromatus Maniaconus, and today we will be continuing the 10 episode series of my top 100 video games of all time. NY titles are games that I've never played before, but just because of the trailers, I added them to this list at a low place to be fair if the game ends up being bad. So with that out of the way, let's continue from 80 to 71. For this list, I forgot to mention, playing the demo version of a game is also allowed. So Mega Man 11 was boss. The Mega Man games have always appealed to me, but I suppose I never really had a chance to play one until the demo of Mega Man 11 came out, and I jumped, and I jumped to, oh my god, I jumped to it, and I loved the platforming, the performance mechanisms involved into the game. It really drew me in to play more. The only thing I disliked was how Mega Man was voice acted. I don't like it when Mega Man is voice acted. I don't know, I'm sorry. I'd love to play the actual thing one day, maybe, but I'd rather I'd rather keep my money in keeping my money in for the big games like Smash, Final Fantasy, Pokemon, you know. So, yeah, I assume that's pretty reasonable. 79, Mega Man 11.
Oliver, why did you set out on this journey in the first place?
This is probably my biggest NY title on the list, or should I say, titles, because Ni no Kuni and Ni no Kuni 2 share a spot because for the longest time I've spent watching videos on these two titles, but I've never actually owned a console that supports them. I love both of their battle systems. They're both different in their own ways. The open world, story, music, characters, they're fantastic games that I hope come to one of my own consoles one day. But until that day, I'll have to put the Ni no Kunis as an NY title. Number 78, Ni no Kuni 1 and Ni no Kuni 2. Please forgive me. Pokemon Brick Bronze. I'm not playing Roblox anymore. It's gone extremely downhill, and there's a likely chance I will never play it again, but Pokemon Brick Bronze scored, and if Nintendo didn't take it down, I might still have played it to this day. Pokemon Brick Bronze captured an amazing story with references and almost all the Pokemon from the series. If painted over a bit and put on the Switch, Brick Bronze could probably smooth over as an amazing Pokemon game. With added tracks, of course, because those were stolen, and so were the sprites. Before my friend recommended the game to me, wait. My friend recommended the game to me, I played it, and I loved it. This game sparked my love for Pokemon games and the franchise as a whole. Thank you, Brick Bronze. You will be missed by all whom played you. Number 77, Pokemon Brick Bronze. Lego, I gotta stop hemming before every literal stanza. Lego video games have always been big to me. A very lovable series of titles with puzzles, powers, worlds, vehicles, characters. So when it came to deciding a choice for the the series as a whole being represented on this list, I went with Lego Avengers Age of Ultron. That was an enjoyable game that really captured what the movie had layered out. Building on that, Marvel extended the characters, world, story, and locations. Since Lego, Marvel, I ruined that whole sentence. Marvel extended the characters, world, story, and locations since Lego Marvel Superheroes. It was an addicting game to say the least, and you know I had to unlock every character, don't we all? There's a lot of games to choose from in the LEGO series that were also good, but not as good as Avengers, Age of Ultron, the LEGO video game. So with that, number 76. Well, you expect Fallout to be at this spot. Number 76, LEGO Avengers, Age of Ultron. Okay, so let's begin. My favorite Ubisoft series in the past as a kid was the Raving Rabbids games, but I only had 2 of their games while I was younger, so I decided that they tie for a spot at 75. Raving Rabbids Travel in Time and the Rayman Raving Rabbids series of games, or whatever it was called. I love the way that in the games you could customize the Rabbids' looks and always find a similarity with their games. They were fun and unique, most of the times ahead of the competition. For the Travel in Time, there were traversable worlds that were connecting to human times with their mini-games and stuff. Along with that, you could also use original mechanics, customize your rabbit, and explore your hub. With the Rayman and Raving Rabbids series, you could change your look, play many fun games with your friends, go through adventures, and so much more. I remember those days well. So with that, number 75 is Raving Rabbids Travel in Time and Rayman Raving Rabbids. Well, you might have not seen this one coming. Final Fantasy IX, my favorite in the series, and also, sadly, another NY title. Final Fantasy is an epic series, and Final Fantasy IX was my first experience with it when I first watched some videos on it. The story was fresh, characters were relatable, and you could name them, which was a cool touch, and music popping. This game also showed off my favorite Final Fantasy character, Zidane. I don't know how to pronounce that. Also, not to mention my favorite location in the series, Alexandria. I don't know how else to say it. The game was awesome, and overall, I cannot wait for it to come back in 2019. Number 74, Final Fantasy IX.
Mario's Big Adventure is now on the Nintendo
I
DS.
believe this is my first DS title. New Super Mario Bros. This was a game I loved and played as one of my very first games. Also, I don't even know why, but when my little sister was born, I remember playing it while everyone else was meeting her. But that's beyond my point. The game was just a little fun fact about me. My past. The game was original and a blast, quick and fast. My favorite DS title. Not much to say about it, really. I mean, it's a Mario Bros. Game, so yeah. But I do remember playing it a lot with my brother, so there's something else. So yeah, kind of a short little thing here. Number 73, Super Mario Bros. Or New Super Mario Bros. For the 3DS or whatnot. Brain. Haha, no doubt you saw this one coming. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Music, characters, DLC, online smashing modes, fun! The only question is, why is this game so high up on the list? Well, you'd expect a Smash game to get a better score, but this version of the game, I didn't really play that much, and... never mind, I can't hide. Why? Why did they have to make Bayonetta the most buff character to ever exist? Really though, downsides are everywhere in this game. Down to how late this game was to Smash Tour. It didn't have our beloved subspace, and it didn't have the most of the characters we wanted. People wanted Waluigi, Gino, Isaac. No one specifically asked for Dark Pit or Rosalina, or for Meta Knight to be nerfed to the ground until he was shamed and destroyed and unplayable and hated and ruined and low tier and a laughingstock. Being a meta main, I disliked that personally, and a lot of these problems share with the 3DS version, but I like the 3DS version better personally. Number 72, Super Smash Bros. 4 for the Wii U. I love how that rhymed. Welcome to the first app on my list, and no, it's not Pokemon Go. That's not on here. Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. I love Nintendo so much that it's hard to notice if I love anything else, but one thing outside of video games I do love is Harry Potter, and this game was addicting. I couldn't last without it. With its attention to detail, customization, tactics of luring people to play more. I swear, every app game. I swear if I was still playing it now, it'd be number 1. But playing the game that much was unhealthy for me, I found. And eventually I hit a wall, so I woke myself up. This is pretty inspiring, right? But back to it, I recommend this game for any Harry Potter fan, but just make sure to be wary of how long you're playing it, because it could be bad for you. It definitely was bad for me. Anyway, thanks for listening to my safety monologue. Almost said don't try this at home as much as Phil Swift. Number 71, Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. Aha! 30 games in now, almost halfway there. Feel accomplished. Maybe I should get an ice cream or something. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like and subscribe. That would be very helpful, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.